so it needs drinking. It's alright. It's stupid though, it's Californian.
California. Right.
California.
Where am I? Where are all my things? How many people are gonna die today? Quite a few.
A lot of your guys. Yeah, take an arrow to the knee.
Right, let's have that one. Probably need that.
I need to remember to scroll down on my page and actually look at my higher level abilities. I'm just looking at uncanny dodge.
Because I can just kill people just even with my lower level stuff. I need to remember that I can.
It's like magical ambush.
I was waiting for
I haven't even looked at that yet.
sneak attack for like 68, and then fireball for like 68.
Do we have any spells that use saving throws?
Tenos technically has. No, yeah, he does. Breath of fire.
No, it's when I get advantage from being hidden. If I cast a spell that has a saving throw, then enemies get disadvantage on it.
Nice.
But all my spells are like single target.
Okay. Hot dog number 2 is done. I think I've got all my notes.
Discord's gone.
Diggity da.
Who's doing the recap?
I actually have some notes this time. I can go through if you like.
Go for it.
Also, I might be playing D&D with someone else as well. IRL. One of the girls at work, her partner plays D&D, and we did a date night, a couples date night with 3 couples. Got on with them quite well, and the girls are now basically arranging a play date for the 2 of us. Yeah. Anyway, during during the fight, Clive's hand casts Mage Hand and a shield to make himself a shielded glove, and he survived the fight. He still can't fully control himself for casting spells. The dude, who I can't remember, he was like, "Prosperity for the city will make things better." Slix confronts the prisoner and threatens his life as he's not being helpful. Slix nat ones his insight and believes that the random soldier is very important. The soldier provides a copy of the secret code book for the Veil. Searching the corpses, Slix finds a note on a corpse wizard's. Congratulations, you've been promoted in the Veil. We're so proud of you. We really like you, doing a great job. Don't let the lads boss you around. Grom says, very deadpan to the ferryman, "Dance!" The ferryman does so, whilst Slix loots 16 gold from the corpses. Tenos throws money at the ferryman's feet, and the ferryman panics, saying he can't take it because it would be a paid gig and the guild would be after him. The ferryman takes the party across to the Hammer into the Crudmore area, pour over the town. Street urchin runs up and hands expensive parchment to Tenos. Slix recognizes this as a professional courtesy from a fellow assassin. Grom eats the black spot. Problem solved. Switching over to the other party, Faust attempts to use Detect Thoughts on Buttercups. On Buttercup, he gets a sound of several screams going over each other, and the more he tries to focus the spell, the louder the screams get. Tao Chi turns to Buttercup and says, "Lady Laburnum, what do you know of the ladies?" Faust goes deeper and cuts through the screams, sees images of Buttercup trying to remember herself as a child and growing up, but she is creating the images. She knows she came into existence as she is now. She remembers coming into existence in front of Lady Adira and the other one, and then Buttercup ran away. Faust goes deeper still, looking at the interactions with the lady. Anything prior to that, images of Buttercup reading through letters, herself standing in the front of her projected ghostly images of other ladies. She's had some correspondence with Nanny and Granny, all pleading not to go down the same route as the one in Amson Burl, telling her of the number of bad people who died along the way and the number of good people who died along the way as well. The peace she may ultimately find one day by leaving is not worth the anguish and pain which the world which she was created and put up on to order. There's talk of a higher purpose, so they can keep the world remaining stable. Faust tells Buttercup what he saw. Buttercup tightens her arm and speaks to Faust and Tauchi. I trust you not to leave me to danger. Tauchi tells Nanny and Granny that we're trying to help Buttercup as well. She doesn't seem happy, but advises if we succeed and get a Buttercup back to the Coven, then they'll be there to help. Faust and Tauchi head back to Amson Burl, and as they pass the site of Bollover Soap's final moments, we hear a giggling and a rustling in the trees, which we assume is coming from a nilbog. The group pushes on to Amson Burl. Tauchi goes to see Barbara Yaga whilst Faust stays outside. Barbara asks Tauchi if he's the one that's died yet. Which one he is and if he's dead yet. Tauchi confirmed that he's the present one, and Barbara says she'll expect he'll be wanting to get on the boat soon. If he doesn't want to bump into himself, give it 5 minutes. Those are my notes.
A quick point on the decoded book, the codex that you picked up from the guard from it corresponds to
The
letters
notice
on
board.
the notice board, and numbers correlate to pages in the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a page. It's like a page in, line down, word in type.
Yeah.
That thing. It seems to be a children's book. Very, very, very well written and reasonably priced for $7.99 on Amazon paperback, called Gnarlwood and the Never-Ending King.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, which team are we going to go to first? We have Tenos, Slix, and Grom walking through the streets of the Hammer with a body in a bag of holding, and we have Tauchi and Faust at Barbara Yaga's.
I want to know what's happening with this second Tauchi.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm definitely happy to go first.
Okay. So. So you
This
haven't
is
got
a
it
very
yet.
small token at the right here.
Oh,
There's a
ignore
little
that. That's
dude.
nothing.
Oh, I missed that. What was that?
I know, I saw it before everyone got on. I was like, what is that?
So, so you're outside Barbara Yaga's hut, which is kind of in this sort of area near the ashes of the Inky Squid, and the entrance to Spelk's Den. You haven't gone inside yet, but you could hear Barbara Yaga's voice calling out from inside, saying that if you give it 5 minutes, then you'll miss the other Tauchi. What would you like to do? And what's Faust doing, and what's Buttercup? What are you having Buttercup do?
I think they'll be staying not directly outside, but outside with clear line of sight to the hut.
Okay, and have you got your big buddy with you?
Yes. Yes, my big buddy that I'd forgotten about. Yes.
Oh yeah, I'd be careful taking it to Barbara Yaga. She might put a brain in the jar on top of it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
There is space for a head.
I genuinely thought you were talking about Oregon Mark II then for a second. I forgot you have a
Yeah.
massive fucking golem. Or sorry, Shield Guardian.
So, Tauchi.
I think Tao Chi would look to Faust and say, "Do you want to go in?"
Can do.
Tao
Did
Chi is
you-
apprehensive about actually meeting himself, especially knowing that this could stream many timelines and cause issues. And he's not entirely sure what future self is like. Kind of wants someone else to meet Tauchi, so he would say, "Do you want to go in? Maybe I should wait out here for 5 minutes."
Okay. All right. Well, I think I would go in. Would Buttercup come with us? Yeah, fuck it. Let's take Buttercup in as well.
Okay.
Holding hands.
So I'll put Faust there, and I will put.
Two.
Yeah. I was going to say that Faust sounds like he couldn't give less of a shit. The fact there's two towers.
Now is Chew sitting in the corner? Or is he chained up?
Chu is doing some crochet.
Ah,
But he's doing it with he's doing it with javelins and what looks like thick strips of tanned hide.
I think Tauchi would be listening at the door. He might be stood leaning against the wall outside, but he's going to be trying to overhear stuff.
Okay. Hello, dearies.
Jesus Christ.
Come on in,
Been a
don't
while.
be shy. Have a seat.
Yeah. Good. So I think Faust. What the fuck would Faust say? I think we'd just let Barbara Yaga know, give her a preview of what's happened. We think we may have inadvertently awoken the world ender. We've got part of his weapon, and we are looking for powerful allies to help us in the fight to come.
Well, that is a pickle, isn't it?
How much are you telling her about Buttercup in your précis of the situation?
I think in the first instance we will skip over Buttercup entirely.
Okay. So she walks in and she seems sort of uneasy, but she's acting as though like she's familiar with this place. Like she get like it feels like she's been here before, but like she's not making herself at home, but she like knows where everything is.
Well. You've awakened old Athelion, have you? Tricky bastard, him. Tricky bastard. And you've got half the weapon, do you? You'll need
We
to
believe
get
so.
the half. Not gonna be easy to get the other half. I know where it is. Oh, Barbara Yaga knows things like that. Stuck right in the dragon's ribs it is. Right in there.
I did not do my throat warm-ups before doing that voice.
So powerful allies you're looking for, eh?
Yeah. are you able to help?
Oh, you flatter me.
The ladies in that place where we just were, the Burrows? No,
Don't you
yes,
tell me
Arrow
about them,
Cross.
boy.
Barrowcross.
She didn't like that. She didn't like that.
They talked of you.
I'm sure they did. Some people are just sticklers for rules. They don't have no common sense, no sense of freedom or adventure.
I said that I think I'm more results driven myself than rule driven.
Oh, I like results, me. I try all kinds of things that get results. Good results, bad results, results that turn people into bits of rope. Ah, I mean, I possibly could help you.
Okay, thank you. Brilliant. Would you just meet us there? How would we?
I'm not going there. Oh no. Oh no, not all but this is Papriarcha's place.
Ask how is she willing to help? Maybe.
We'll get to that. Well, maybe if you could, maybe we could take some things. We've got we take some things with you. Make it a home from home.
This is old Papriarcha's home, this lovely hut. If I go, the hut goes with me. I've not done that in a long, long time. People find it a bit unsettling. It's the legs, you see.
Well, my friend is just outside. He could
Your
carry
friend.
you.
My friend. Everyone's friend.
My big stone friend without a head.
Oh, I thought you meant your catty friend standing outside. I've got a catty friend.
Inside,
Thing.
the other Tauchi is drinking and just looks slightly confused.
I think Q Tauchi coming in the door.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Didn't know you'd be here.
Oh well, yeah. This is where I am. Yeah. This is a bit weird. Are you okay?
All right, just released a god.
Oh yeah. Huh.
I think we might have to.
Have you done the boat yet? Have you done that yet?
No,
Ah,
not been on the boat yet.
Ah, right.
Is there anything I should know about the boat?
Oh, it's well, just it could be a bit dramatic if you want to make it dramatic, but it's boat to boat really. It's a really nice boat. It's got really nice filigree decorations on the banisters. It's nice. Faust,
Yes.
give me a perception check. You hear a voice in your head, which says to you, "Where are you in the old WhatsApps?"
Oh. I started typing. Where are you in the old?
You hear a voice in your head that no one else hears.
Oh.
And Buttercup leans over to Tauchi and whispers, "I don't like this. Don't this just now feel right? Don't it just feel off to you?"
Sorry, do I have any idea what the voice sounds like? Do I recognise the voice?
You do.
Is it
You do.
is it the guy?
It's your old buddy, old pal.
Oh, the real trustworthy one. Okay. Okay. I think at this stage, I think Faust has probably had quite a long day, so I think he'd be perhaps a little bit more receptive than normal. And I make I don't know, like a Constitution or a Wisdom saving throw or something.
To see if you resist the suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Holy shit!
Is the skull being smashed?
Double crit fail.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh God. At least we're not there. At least
keep
we're
bringing the
there.
tilly in now.
Tauchi, give me
Okay.
Tauchi, give me a perception check.
Yes, indeed.
See if you
Do
notice.
you need to?
Okay.
Do you need to do 2 perception checks for both Tauchis?
And Faust, give me a perception check to see if you notice what's happened. You don't notice the full repercussions of what has just happened.
I don't notice.
No.
Oh dear.
But something has happened that neither of you have noticed.
Okay.
Let me just actually quickly just see if someone else notices. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't have a character sheet filled in. So. And that'll be that one again. Okay.
Does Faust still have Dorfkin's ring?
He does.
He does. Okay.
He hasn't put it
Okay.
on yet.
The other Tauchi says, I think I'm meant to come with you for a bit. Is that okay?
What's the hut made of?
It appears to be a mostly wooden hut. It's kind of patched up here and there. It looks old and kind of out of place compared to the rest of the local area. But you haven't had a really close look.
Almost like it was there before the city. I remember something from last episode on D&D.
Okay.
It certainly looks like older things that you've seen.
This is going to be bad, isn't it? But I kind of have to. Okay. So I'm gonna send a secret message to Buttercup and Tauchi saying, "Don't panic. Follow my lead. We need to get him." And I think, could you just drop the Stone Guardian down for me, please?
Okay.
Does he fit through the door?
Okay. So the Stone Guardian. So the Stone
I
Guardian
guess,
is gonna punch through the walls and grab Tauchi. At the same time, I am gonna unload 2 Eldritch Blasts at his face.
Fuck.
Right. Okay, we roll initiative.
Oh, what's the? I think you should call this episode Stone Guardian Leviosa, surely.
This is
We
not
actually
how
having
I
a
thought this
fight
was going to
within
go.
Barbara Yaga's hut. This does not seem like a good idea.
I mean, this of all the places to have combat, this has got to be the least.
The worst.
Yeah. Oh.
I also like the phrasing of "it appears to be made out of wood." Might not be.
I'm respecting the double nat 1.
And roll initiative for your shield guardian.
Oh, that's a good point. I need to give him a thing. Shield Guardian, Shield Guardian, Shield Guardian. Shit, where is he?
I like the name Tauchi 2.
Yeah. Where is?
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you do get a surprise round because this is definitely unexpected. So we'll have your surprise round and then we'll go into initiative order. That might well just end things there and then, but who knows? So first of all, for the shield guardian. Oh no, so yeah, so you are. So it'll be. So the surprise round will be. Because Tauchi, you're not kicking things off. So I'm
No.
going to say that the Shield Guardian and Faust get a go. And then we go into the initiative order. So, Shield Guardian, make me an attack against the wall. To see if you punch through.
Sure. Oh, no. How do I do that? That one?
Yeah, they both hit. So show me what damage they do. So 7, 12. So yeah, so you get to with the first one, you definitely punch a hole through the wall. And the second one, there's a hole big enough for one to reach in and grab, should you like. And the other 2 Eldritch Blasts that you were doing, they both hit, and they do. So that'll be 11 plus 8. They both do 19 damage. So now we go into turn order. So Tauchi.
Why me?
Kill yourself.
Okay. Right. First things first. How much health has Shield Guardian got?
55.
55.
Okay. Yeah, okay. This is not what this monk is built for. Okay. Fauci is going to run up. The Shield Guardian is. The shield guardian is just punch a hole through the wall, but not grappled, isn't he?
Yeah, he's punched a hole through the wall, so he couldn't next turn reach through and grab him.
Okay. So can I shove Tauchi through the hole in the wall?
You wouldn't be able to shove him into the shield guardian's space because they're essentially up against each other.
Okay. Okay.
Let me just shove his head in the hole.
You can try and knock him prone.
You know what? Okay. Actually. You are hit by. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Monkey's not built for what I'm trying to. I can prep an action, can't I?
You can ready an action, so you can say that you can identify. You can tell me what the trigger is, and then when that trigger happens, then you will do your action whenever it happens. So, like, you can hold something for once he's grappled, or if he goes down, or tries to run away, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. But I don't think I've not got anything I can jump in front of him with, have I? I'm not really shieldy type.
Timer's going to come out soon.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just ready an action. It's just an attack action. It would be an attack action and a stunning strike if Tao Chi was to fight back. Except the Stone Guardian. If he's to fight off the Stone Guardian,
Okay.
so basically if he was to come into the room, and I would look to Baba Yaga and say, sorry, Baba Yaga, and say stop to Faust.
It is Tauchi 2's go. Tauchi 2 is going to disengage. And head in front of the doorway, in front of the two of you, and is going to get down his knees and plead to Buttercup. Please, this isn't right. I'm your friend. Don't let him do this. I don't know what's going on. Buttercup, please. Help me. It is your Shield Guardian's go. There is a sufficient hole in a damaged wall that the Shield Guardian could, with minimal effort, burst into the hut, should you want him to.
I think I'm probably not stupid enough to want to piss off Barbara Yaga that much, so we'll go around the outside.
He would one shot that
It
thing.
might be a little bit late for that.
I'll dash and I'll sit there and I'll block the exit.
Okay. Is there anything else that you're doing?
Not with the
you
Guardian.
Sorry. Okay. Faust, it is your go.
I'll take a couple of steps back and just shout, we should kill him. He's dangerous. Trust me. Do I take an attack of opportunity or no?
Do you not?
Oh, good rolls tonight.
They both hit. Whoa! That is 28 damage plus 28.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just want Tauchi to tackle Tauchi, and they roll on the floor, and there's a big like, wins who? Who's who?
I was tempted. I was very tempted.
That would be cool.
Okay, so it's Buttercup's go. Faust, make me a persuasion check.
Fucking hell.
Okay. So, Buttercup is
Oh, Jesus Christ.
she is going to she looks at you, tears in her eyes, and she looks at Tauchi, looking slightly confused, and then looks at Tauchi too, and she's airing towards you, Faust, but she's not dismissing Tauchi too. So she is heavily conflicted. 17 versus 20 is a very close, contested roll. So she will grab him by the neck and lift him up. She is able to do this automatically. This requires no roll to hit. And how many hit points has he got left? Interesting. Okay. And she will do... So that is... So she squeezes, and everyone can see that Tauchi 2 is struggling to breathe. But she keeps on squeezing, and Tauchi's tail starts quivering, and she keeps on squeezing, and then Tauchi 2 stops struggling and goes limp. And she cradles him and places him down on the floor. And she looks at you, Faust, and says, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I mean, something ain't right, but you ain't killing him. Not yet. We gotta figure this out first. Surely that's how we do things. We don't just be doing the killing. I mean, he looks just like Tauchi. And she lays his unconscious body on the floor and takes a step back as Tauchi 2 is unconscious. Tauchi, are you doing anything?
Yeah. Just gonna go over to Tauchi. And he's going to turn to Faust and say, what's this all about?
We should kill him. He's dangerous. Trust me.
That's not good enough. And Tauchi's going to take the book, open it up, just rest it on Tauchi 2.
He's going to what?
Take the red leather tome.
He's going to take the book. He's going to what? Tauchi 2?
He's going to take the book and just rest it on Tauchi 2.
Oh, he's arrested him. Okay. There is a book resting on Tauchi 2's unconscious body.
And so there should be a link. And then there. Yeah, he's gonna go and grapple. Attempt to grapple Faust.
Okay. So, Tauchi, give me an athletics check. And Faust, give me either athletics or acrobatics.
So I just thought, could I have stabilized Tauchi too?
Rather than just placing a book on his unconscious body.
He's stable. He doesn't seem to be bleeding out, but he is unconscious.
Okay, no, cool. Yeah, no, there's a link between the Tauchis and the book, so
Surely he has his own book.
don't know. The book gets left in all sorts of places. Right. What do I need to do? Athletics.
Yes.
Jeez.
You failed to grapple him.
Uh,
Faust Shield Guardian. Oh, unless Tauchi's doing anything else.
I don't know if I can because I didn't. That wasn't an attack action, was it?
It was an action. An action to grapple.
You get
Yeah.
one action.
No, but I mean it's not an attack. So I think most of my stuff is based off attack actions. Take an attack action on your turn. Yeah. No.
Okay. Faust, you have an unconscious body in front of you of Tauchi 2. You have a large shield guardian right in front. Buttercup
I think-
has said you ain't killing him. You
I think,
have a voice in your head that says you should.
I think that I'd look for the Shield Guardian to ready an action to grapple and restrain him, as opposed to outright smashing at this precise second.
What's the trigger for this action? Or
Any
just
kind
one?
of movement.
Okay. So Barbara Yaga turns to you all, and the room gets dark. And you notice that the barbarian in the corner, who has up to this point been doing some crocheting with some javelins, has stopped crocheting, has the javelins in his hand, and seems now weirdly to be glowing. The muscles look bigger and stronger, and the eyes are they've got a neon pink glow in them. And you also notice that there is an incredibly beefy looking squirrel on his shoulder, which also has neon glowing pink eyes, and you can just hear a and the room gets dark, and Barbara Yaga raises up, and she says in a voice that seems otherworldly and powerful, "I think you've outstayed your welcome. Come here for help. Bring violence into my hut. Rightly or wrongly, that will not do. I think you'd better leave." And she holds up 5 fingers. And then 4 fingers. What would you all like to do?
I think, can I just make another wisdom saving throw?
What are you trying to save against?
The bad voices in my head.
Absolutely, you can.
Okay. So Faust is gonna
You can take
re-
that with you.
reach for the skull, and then kind of look, and then
As you reach for it and hold it and look at it, you notice a large crack has gone right down the middle. And as you look at the skull, it doesn't seem like it holds the same power as it used to. And yet you still feel the presence.
yeah, I think I'll go to look at the skull, and then just second guess myself for just a second, and then I think I'll just shout at the guys, "Let's take this outside."
Tauchi, are you agreeable to leaving?
Yeah, Tao Chi would turn to Baba Yaga and bow and walk out backwards bowing. But he would also be watching Faust. And when he bends down to pick up Tao Chi 2, he's going to leave on the floor a two small spell component bags, and obviously he's going to pick up the tome and a water skin full of smoke of despair, annoyingly a brown bottle of Lavish's finest, and say, by way of the humblest apology, and
Okay.
pick up Downfeed 2 and step outside.
Okay. So Tauchi 2 is being carried by Tauchi. Okay. Interesting. So I'll pop you all just outside the hut there so I remember. Okay. An interesting turn of events. We are going to switch camera angles through to the hammer, where we have the others walking through Crudmore, having been given warning that they are marked, but all evidence of that has been eaten by Grom. You guys are heading through Crudmore, and I believe you said that you were going to go to the Square of Gods to see Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just to the Temple of Ilmater, just to return. Slix wants to get the body out the bag. You know, he's a bit uncomfortable slugging it around.
So you head to back to the temple, and
Oh Jesus, that's a big icon.
that is, isn't it? Let's just turn
Absolutely
that.
massive priest.
And where is Brian? Brian. Okay, I can't find Brian's token right now, but Brian is there.
So what you guys need to do now is you need to try and kill Brian.
Oh. Yeah. No.
Oh, that went south.
Yeah.
It went beyond south.
My friends, what pleases me to see you. How can I be of assistance?
We're seeking sanctuary and information, and also we believe that we'd like to return one of your, I don't know, followers. I don't want to make it sound like a cult, but one of your disciples back to you.
A child of Ilmater has fallen. This pains me.
Is there somewhere safe we can talk?
please, come through. And Brian and the priest kind of lead you through to like his private chambers. Please, come through. Tell me what happened.
Slicks would point to Tails and be like, "Sorry, I wasn't there. He knows everything. I'm just the guy carrying the load."
All welcome.
I kind of gestured towards Slick. He's the muscle.
It seems you have no shortage of muscle. And he looks up at Grom. These are difficult times. I quite understand why you're thinking in such terms. What news do you have of a fallen disciple of Ilmater?
Does Brian recognise Tenos?
Yes.
Because he was unconscious when I first arrived, but he probably would have came to during the getting to know you honeymoon phase, right?
Yes, and I think word would have got back to him that there was a dragonborn of your description involved.
Fair enough. Right. Well, first, there's lots we need to discuss and lots that's happened. Some of it about our mission as a group. Well, since last we've met. Some in terms of actually Athel and the hammer and Amson Bow and everywhere in between. But first, we need to discuss Dwarfkin.
Yes, where is Brother Dwarfkin? I was most troubled when I'm elated that he helped Brother Brian here, and Brian kind of solemnly, good man.
Tenos we just got to turn to Slicks and just nod.
So Slicks would look up at Brian, the big monolith of a man he is, and all the bravado he had with that guard outside is completely gone. He's like, "I'm not fucking around here." So he's like, I hope that we do not offend you in any way, but unfortunately, to get the body into the city, we had to put him in the bag of holding, and I just take him out the bag of holding and put him.
So are you pouring him out?
More of a put the bag down and pull him out.
Tenos will make sure to kind of rest, make sure his head isn't pulling a folded up rug along the floor. Like he's kind of respectful.
So Brian kind of goes down on one knee. No. Curses! He was one of the best of us. He brought the light where there was darkness. And the priest is going, It's mine. You just poured him out of a bag. Okay. Was this necessary? And Brian is saying, No.
We had to return him to the temple. It's what he would have wanted, and he deserved a more fitting end to what happened. And if you have time, I'll gladly tell you.
After they've give me an easy but failable persuasion check.
Okay.
To convince him that it was necessary to transport the body and present it in a very undignified and unholy way in the temple of Ilmater.
Persuasion.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand. Times are hard. This is a dangerous place to be. A dangerous place to be moving. What have you? I suppose the main thing is that he's home now.
Yes, I believe he was wanted by these dangerous people, so we didn't want him falling into the wrong hands.
Of course.
And
Who knows what they would have done to his body.
we wanted to respect his and your wishes of how you want to say goodbye.
Yes, unfortunately, I did not get the chance to meet him, but my friend Tenos here was with him for a short while.
Thank you for bringing him to us. I mean, it is tradition for a warrior of Ilmater such as this. And it will be one day with Brother Brian here to be buried with all of his effects and all possessions that he took into battle to fight and bring the light of Ilmater. Does he have everything with him that he was carrying for his burial?
He has
Yeah.
most of his effects. It's been an interesting journey to get here, to say the least.
Just,
And
I grab the bag and just shake it empty. I'm like, yeah, I think that's all.
I will gesture to the helmet that I have of his. I'd say like this was his helmet. You can say I removed it to out of respect.
If that was his helmet, I should like for him to be buried with his helmet. If that is what he wore into glorious battle.
I think we should discuss how he fell first.
Please do. How much of the story and how honest are you being?
What kind of is Tenos getting a sense of their kind of disposition? Are they?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
When I can find it inside. Ooh.
You don't get a good read on any subtext or any or lack thereof. You kind of feel like you're taking things on face value that they're saying.
Where our quest led us to a very dark place where even the light of Ilmater could not reach. And yes, I know.
Such a place surely does not exist. Only in the very deepest, darkest bowels of the hells, and where the other pretender gods dwell. Surely only there Ilmater cannot touch. Surely.
Read into that what you will, but have it so that Dorkin's faith in Ilmater did not falter, even in the absence of the light.
So he stayed true to the very end. He stayed loyal.
Against every instinct and logic. Against certain death. Yes.
Brian will place a hand on Dorfkin's chest, and he will look over at the priest and will say, "A statue. Build a statue of this man. A statue of Dorfkin, the ever loyal and ever faithful. Warrior of the light."
Tenos will look at Brian, and he'll kind of. Tenos will just put his own hand on the back of Tenos's neck, and just say, "The evil that we fought is all too familiar to you. what can you do to help?
Give me another persuasion check with advantage. Okay. He takes his sword out and places it in front of him. I pledge this sword to continuing the work of Dovkin.
Good to hear. Will you be attached to that sword?
Tell me where he fell, and I will fight the evil that was there and finish his work. You
Are
point
we
me,
in like a? Yeah, go.
you point me in that direction. I will kill any who do not share the light of Ilmater. Just give me the place, and they will learn by bloody vengeance his light.
I'm going to say, Brian, they're coming to us.
You tell me who to look for, and I will fell them.
Are we in a like a room? Can anyone else hear?
So it's only you guys in the room. You're out of the main hustle and bustle. There's no more There's no congregation or anything like that around. It is just the priest, Brian, and you guys.
Mm.
Slix will put a hand on Tails' shoulder and say, "Should we tell them anything
may
for
not
the job?"
We hardly believe it ourselves, so I do not know if they will understand. Their faith, as powerful it may be, is not the only power in this land. But I did not mean that to Brian.
Slix would whisper into Tails' ear, like, "We should not anger the faithful. Their powers are quite destructive." And you'd be like, so yeah, there was some dungeon out to the west. Some we may have awoke. Well, I didn't awaken. I got there late. But the guys there, they may have kind of like awoken some like evil old god or something. And it might be coming to destroy this land, and we've got to go and find the hammer or something. Don't know all the details. We're kind of just, rolling with it.
Tenos just puts his hand back on Slix's shoulder to say, "It's fine, it's fine, it's fine," and then kind of looks him dead in the eye and say, "Athelian, it's Athelian."
Ah, yeah, that was the name.
Brother Dovkin was killed by Athelian.
No, he's not awake yet. He's waking.
I make it very simple for me. I'm a simple man with a simple sword.
He
Simple
might
devotion.
as well be killed by Athelian. He was killed by
It was
killed by one of his servants.
it was a woman calling herself the First Lady, I believe.
Yeah.
And she, from what I was told, she kind of like sent him into some weird dimension where some crazy big evil thing killed him.
I mean, I wasn't going to tell them that, but yeah, sure.
I see.
So it was kind of like a follower of a follower killed him.
So the ladies must pay.
Hey, didn't say that. Didn't say that. I don't think they're affiliated with each other. I think it's like an old one.
The
I think the one's
corruption.
all right.
the corruption of a Thillian killed Dorfkin. And to some extent, our decision to be there and the consequences of saving you, Brian. It's all connected, and it's all part of the bigger picture.
Yeah, we were Well, I keep acting like I was there. They were.
Six is just like, yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
Brian goes
Six doesn't
towards a
really
map.
care about sharing information as long as the job
Yeah.
gets done. He doesn't give a shit.
Brian
Yeah,
goes
fair.
to a map on the wall of the country of Athel. It looks very similar to the one that you have. Point out where, and there I will go.
I look to Tenos and kind of tell him if he wants to tell him. I don't have much connection to these people.
We could use a man of your skill to see through this quest to the end, Dawkins' quest to the end, rather than throw your life away.
He puts a hand up to you, and you misunderstand. I have no interest in your quest. I wish you every success. All I'm here to do is to finish the holy work of Brother Dorfkin by killing whoever killed him. Show me on the map and tell me who they are. They will be dealt with.
Just so I'm clear, you want the literal person or creature that killed Dawkins.
Yes.
The creature that killed Dawkins does not exist on this plane of ours. So I cannot show you where they are. And I cannot summon them into being. But I know, if our adventures so far have been anything to go by, we will face that power again. It's not the end.
Tell me, my friends, do you have magic amongst your group?
Of sorts.
A little bit.
Somewhat unpredictable.
I will stand vigil at the highest tower of this great place. You send me up a signal, and I will know to join you in holy combat against this evil.
Any particular signal work for you?
I mean, ideally something that is on brand with Ilmater, you know, but any lavish magical signal, I'll assume is you.
Thank you. And as sincerely as Tenos can muster, not being of any kind of religion or faith, just kind of like bows his head slightly and just says, praise be to Ilmater.
May he heal the suffering. And the priest will turn to you. Please, my friends, my brothers, I need to figure out what there's a body here. I don't mean to.
We can put him back in the bag.
Why? I really rather you. I thank you for bringing him this far, but I think we need our own. We have our people for this. But if you don't mind, I'd rather he was not in my office. So I'll just have that process happen. If you wouldn't mind, just. If you wouldn't mind our business being concluded, that would be much appreciated.
If I may, there's a few more things I'd like to speak with Brian about. If Brian is able.
I am, but be quick, my brother. This is most unnatural.
A lot has happened in the city since we left. Can you give us more information about the Vale's movement? Generally, it seems like everything's gone to shit.
Well, things have definitely put the Vale in disarray, and they are weakened and they are panicking, which is very good. We like the Vale to be weakened. They cause great disruption to this place. But a wounded dragon is most dangerous. They've gotten very nervous.
Tenos nods extremely at that.
The normal comings and goings into the Great Hall of the Hammer are much more strictly controlled. You can't just simply walk into that building anymore. The Vale are all over things, and security is tightened, both in Vale Hold and around the Hammer himself. If you're wanting to go anywhere in this city unnoticed and without the Vale watching, you'll have to be clever and devious, I think, rather than just forceful.
And Tenos kind of looks at Slicks and says, "I mean, we're half of those things."
Look to Grom. It's like maybe a third.
And Grom will go 3 bigger than 2.
Yes, that's why you're the brains.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know of any way, whether it be with contact or information that gets into the Hammer, into the citadel?
Let me think on this, and I will leave a message for you in the main square notice board.
This is a very busy board.
Have you visited the notice board?
I mean, it's a board of great renown.
It
so
is 30
I've not.
feet across.
No.
It would require many hours if someone were to recreate that with authentic messages.
I feel like I need to investigate that further.
I think you
Warren.
should. Maybe not immediately.
No. There's 2 more things I'd like to ask him, and I'll make it very quick. One, do you remember anything from since before the incident at the soap factory, i.e., when you were not yourself?
Oh, you were big fuck off, Brian. That's where I've seen you before.
I do not like being reminded of that moniker that was given to me.
We will have our moment.
Sorry. It's just been bugging me. I was like, seen that face before, but sorry.
That's all right. I am very, very big.
Oh, mighty big. Like one would say, like it was you were born for the role you were fitted in.
I like to think of myself as having not fully reached my true destiny and potential, but I thank you for your quick backpedaling kind words. When I think back at that, I see a purple smoky haze and terrible anger and eyes, many, many eyes watching, and something about reclaiming swords and taking the place of the gods, ruling over everything. Very megalomaniacal.
Yeah, sounds on brand. The okay, well, Tenos will kind of turn to Licks and Grom now. So right. Personally, I'm not in any shape to be sneaking around. And We certainly don't want to go anywhere while it's light. I suggest, if these kind people are willing, we hunker down, rest, and go out under the cover at night.
Yeah. I
Flick.
I would like to do some scouting around the area just to make sure that we weren't followed here.
Absolutely, Slicks. I would expect no less. You do you.
I'm very aware that you want a long rest and I'm full health and full spell slots.
Absolutely. I am. Tenos is. He is visibly tired, but still, trying to keep his composure and posture.
Don't worry, buddy.
After the last encounter.
You get your beauty sleep. I'll make sure we're safe.
It's more Grom I'm worried about, to be fair.
But I think we should step out of this man's office. I don't think he wants
Well,
us around much longer.
I was gonna turn back to Brian and say, we've travelled a long way. Can we have sanctuary here? Is it safe?
This has always been a safe place for the sleepless vow. You may rest here.
Okay.
Are you staying here overnight?
I think Tenos will
you
stay
going to
here.
do a little bit of scouting with Slicks, or are you staying in and having a rest?
Tenos is going to stay in and have a rest. A, because of the black dot, and B, because he's fucking shattered.
Yeah. Are
So,
you doing a long rest or a short rest?
I am going to do a long rest, if able, until about midnight, past dusk. But I'm also going. This may backfire, quite literally. If I can be set up in I'm going to try and find a quiet room or somewhere in the temple, and aware of the fact that someone's out to get us. First of all, say Godspeed to Flicks and Grom, but I'm busy before I hunker down for a rest and some shut eye. Very quickly, does Clive sleep?
Clive does. So Clive doesn't sleep per se. Clive does the equivalent of the elven version of long rest, where they spend 4 hours in meditation.
Okay, I'm going to set up the crossbow in a room.
You would know that it would be wise not to flaunt Clive in this place.
Yes, that's why I was hoping to kind of tuck myself away somewhere, but also keep him outside. So if I can find a storeroom or and basically I will essentially set up the crossbow that I acquired, the heavy crossbow, with a makeshift using some of my rope on the door, and take the slack behind either my body weight and have it on the trigger. So I'm going to have the crossbow there. So if the door to open, and then basically enough to kind of. But I would like at least Clive to kind of be tucked into my arms, kind of give me at least a little bit more control. Should I need to, or to kind of give me a nudge to be like.
So if you roll in your sleep, then it fires off.
I'm very sturdy.
So what? So just be very clear. What is triggering the crossbow firing? Is it the door opening, or is it you pulling a rope?
It's going to be the door opening, and I'm going to make it very clear to Brian that no one, under any circumstances, can go in there.
Okay. You set all this up in your quarters, which you're sharing with Slicks and Grom. Grom is hunkering down inside with you. Slicks, you are going off scouting.
Yes, before I go, I would like to acquire some robes or something from one of the churches.
Yeah, you absolutely are. This is the like kind of theft 101 that you can do incredibly easily.
Yeah. Just so I'm not obviously me. Maybe wearing the white robes of Ilmater and I put my hood up. And I would just like to actually have a walk around the Temple of Many Gods, and then maybe pop outside and walk around, just to see if I can see any suspicious people that they might be looking to ambush a group of very handsome travelers or adventurers in the area.
Okay, give me a perception check. You don't see
Don't see anything.
You don't see anyone specifically looking like they are looking at you, or kind of like following you or stalking you. You do think there's a number of places where you think that would be a good spot, that would be a good spot, and that would be a good spot to kind of, there's some nice rooftops, there's some nice top floor open windows, and there's like a crowded market, and you kind of think that there's a few places where you could get jumped here, but you don't see anyone immediately kind of looking around for you.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I don't really have any other goals. Just trying to make sure that I don't see anybody.
Are you
Staking us out.
Are you keeping watch outside the temple, or are you going to get some sleep in the room with the crossbow? If you are keeping watch through the night, then you can make another 2 perception checks to see if you see something. If you're hunkering down, then you can have a long rest and see if you set off a crossbow.
So, trying to think, like, I want to keep watch, but is that going to have any, repercussions of like exhaustion or anything? No? Okay.
No, not at this point. Not immediately.
I'll keep watch. I'll keep watch through the night. It might eventually lead to that if I'm staying awake multiple nights in a row.
Yeah. Give me another 2 perception checks then.
Okay. First one. Next one.
Okay. With an unnatural 20, one thing you do see is you see a person who is walking, and this person stands out to you because they aren't like adventurers, they're not carrying weapons or anything like that. They are carrying like a few musical instruments in cases about their person. And you see, as you're looking, you see just the slightest glint reflection in the top floor window that you noticed before, and you see a slight bit of movement on the rooftop. And as this person is walking, looking a bit shifty, you just, from the top window, just a dart go into the neck. And before this person hits the ground, you see someone swoop in black cloaks and disappear the body, and they are gone. And this musician seems to have been disappeared by the most skillful assassination that you have ever, like, as a professional, you were going, that was slick, like that was properly good.
Yeah, they call me Slicks.
And that's what you see.
Yeah, I assume that was an assassination from the Bards Guild.
It's a reasonable assumption to make.
No license.
Yeah, no license.
No license.
That's why the ferryman was so scared.
Yeah. It's like think back to the ferryman, like, He has a right to be scared if that's what they do to people with instruments that they shouldn't have.
But the rest of the night passes uneventfully.
I also have a hope that they're not the ones that are responsible for our black dot, our black spot.
Again, it's something that you might have been able to investigate, but alas.
Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to do now? Suppose I could
Imagine if
ask a contact to look into it, see if they can figure out who's
ooh,
put out this request, this hit on us. But I'm assuming it's the Veil.
So you can. So you kind of head to a like someone who's sitting on the street looking like a vagrant, and you speak to them in thieves' cant, and you kind of convey this message, and they respond, saying,
ignore that.
"We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can and find this out." I can note that. Slick's last contact about black spot. So, Tenos, you're fully healed and rested. No one tried to come in the door. Are you guys heading out?
We should either A, go and find Rosh, or B, take a look at the notice board that has been mentioned many times. I think Rick wants to show it off.
Rick hasn't finished making that handout yet.
Right first. I think definitely the notice board because we want to check our codex of the veil against it. But perhaps we go to the pub to try and contact Ross via
is he at the
someone
pub,
I know.
is he?
Well,
he was in the Inky Squared a lot, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good place to start.
Jim?
And if we can't contact him, if he's not there, I'm sure we could find someone to contact him. Oh, is Discord a bit jumpy for everyone else for the last 5 minutes?
No.
You just glitched out
been
for
fine
about
for me.
2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it continues, I will restart. Yeah, I think the pub is a good place to start. If he's not there, I'm sure we can find someone who does know him or can contact him.
Okay. So, you guys step outside. And you kind of start heading down the street. And the sky above you darkens. The sky above all of you darkens. And Slicks and Tenos and Faust and Tauchi, you see these two spirals in the sky. Like, kind of, they look like dark, very small tornadoes, but they're getting kind of close to the ground. And then, whoosh, in front of you, like a black smoke appears, and two figures emerge. And both of you simultaneously notice materializing.
That's fucking cool. That's
figures
fucking team. That's really cool.
who
Oh, holy shit.
look at you and start making their way towards you. They're clad all in black. They have glowing green eyes. They have old flesh that looks definitely past its best. And they are armed. The people are just instantly dispersed around them out of both fear and like an instinctual self-preservation. And they're working their way around the buildings. And I'm going to need everyone to roll me some initiative.
Can I roll initiative for Clive's hand as well?
You absolutely can. Let me put them on the table. Clive's hand.
So, would anybody at the hanging recognize these guys, or are they different to those ones?
You, they were not the same as the Bodaks from the hanging.
Right. Okay.
So we will get maybe a round or so in, and then we will pick this up next time. But
How do I roll initiative for Clive?
so you should have access to Clive's character sheet.
I do. There's no initiative button though.
Let me just double check. So it should be. It's just crashed for me. It should be so on his character sheet to the right of armor class.
Got it. Holy shit! Clive's got some awesome spells. Or is that random? Is that like stuff that could happen?
They are quite chaotic.
It's wild magic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I'm
got
gonna
you.
shoot off in a minute. I'm just wondering if it is worth getting a round of two in, or we just had family arrive from Devon.
Sorry, say again.
Just had family arrive from Devon.
Oh right. I mean,
Shoot off
I'm happy to call it there and have us dive straight into combat next week.
So I'm just
Yeah.
Or if you want to do one round, but this is going to be the setup, so everyone's going to get some combat, and it'll be interesting.
Ah, that's really cool. That.
So it's going to run in turn simultaneously in two different locations.
That's cool.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
We're gonna beat your side first. Your
I
side
was about to say,
suck a dick.
I just imagine like a killer montage between the two.
Yeah,
and
this is when we all crit on round one, and the next week it's just one round of combat.
Yeah. Well,
Look,
I mean,
if you drag your guy down here, and we drag down, I can AOE them both.
the world's largest fireball.
this is where close examination of your timeline might be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So yeah, we will call it there, and we will pick up the big fight later on. Oh, I will, just so that I remember that they are there, add unconscious Tauchi 2 over here, because that might be important given some stuff and one catastrophically bad roll that was made by Faust.
Yeah.
So yeah, cheers guys.
Cool.
Awesome. That was really cool. Look forward to next week.
I'm really looking forward to next week.
Whilst I remember, I just want a wisdom throw. I've set myself 10 to beat.
That's
Roll
a
it
fair
now.
DC.
Okay. Tauchi 2 gets let off the hook for the moment.
We'll need Buttercup as well. Plan on sending Tauchi to with Buttercup.
Yeah, where is Oregon?
That's
You just left him in the cart, right?
Yeah.
so that's a good question. Did you leave anyone guarding your important shit?
Yeah,
'cause-
the Thorpe and Oregon.
Yeah, because you got Borin, Oregon, and McTavio somewhere hidden away with your
Two
car. And two elks, two giant elks
we'll have
with
to
your
think about-
like 3 long cart of carriages.
Yeah, they might come in useful. Good battle.
You just left that all outside
Well, they need to be loaded on
Baba
the ship.
Yaga's.
You can use them
Anyway.
as much or as little as you would like.
Excellent.
Oren's already sold the sword. It's gone.
Lovely. Right, I'm gonna drop. Thank you.
Right. See you later, Ollie.
Cheers, see you, Ollie.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Some
Uh,
interesting repercussions.
Yes,
I
it's going to
mean,
be interesting.
what
like,
the fuck, Dave? What the fuck?
Look, it's not my fault. This is the way it works. The skull told me he can't be trusted. Kill him, and I rolled
Oh,
a
no.
double nat 1. So what am I
Yeah.
gonna do? What am I gonna do?
I don't think anyone's home in the skull, Dave.
But the best thing is Rick didn't even tell you that. You were like, "I'm going to do a wisdom saving throw."
Yeah, that was
So you brought it on
entirely
yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
wonder
it
what would
was.
have happened if you'd have double crit success.
He would have put the skull down and put the ring on. And Oregon could have told him, "Oh, I'm so proud of you." Because I'm pretty sure he's aware of everything that's going on outside the ring. He just can't talk to anyone until you put it on.
Yeah, just the ring. It's just a case of
I
going,
don't-
What the fuck?
Like every time you pick it up, he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I can speak to it." Oh no, he's put it away.
I'll just
I
just go. I'll like almost like a sea barrel. I'll go. Oh, what a lovely ring. I'll remember my friend, and then I'll cast it into the ocean as a last farewell.
I want to see Clive wear the ring and Dolphin be able to communicate with Clive, and Clive be able to do fuck all with that information.
So, the thing is, you joke. These are all good ideas.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Rick, I did a thing on Kickstarter,
Oh yeah.
and I've just thrown you over my details.
Oh.
It's got a squillion maps and tokens and things.
Oh,
So-
awesome.
Oh yeah, you posted that the other week, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
It was just like loads of maps. It was like, was it like never run out of maps again?
Yeah.
It's got
It's
like
supposed to be
loads of
like
random maps for any
It's
situation.
supposed to be like 3,000 maps on it. They've got 400 at the moment, plus loads of tokens, plus a campaign, plus a book.
Excellent.
But yeah, if the maps are anything of any use to you, then
Always. Leave
on.
me a few maps.
yeah.
We haven't had a musical map for a while,
Well,
I
like
mean,
with the Temple of the Undead.
yeah, I I don't have any faith that it won't just make everything break.
Yeah.
Fair.
The music's fine until you put animations on, and it completely crashes my browser.
Yeah, I think there was the one that I had. It was
It's like the
Vampire
torches or
Temple
something.
with I had all the torches and fires and stuff, and yeah, it was a nice idea.
Yeah, maybe when they do the Discord integration, it might be better.
Also, Matthew, have you noticed there is 0 places for you to hide on this map in terms of to be stealthy?
I don't know. I could jump on a
Hop
roof
up on the
and,
roof?
like hide behind it and then run along.
What is the chance this
Hop
stealth
up.
attack's not going to work on these dudes?
Yeah,
Yeah, they got like plus 300 perception.
As long as someone's next to them, it's all good.
fool me once,
Yeah.
shame on you.
It doesn't matter anyway, because
I-
we're gonna fuck you guys up. We're gonna beat you.
I mean, I rolled a 19, so I'm going first. I'm going to jump on the roof, and I'm going to ready an action, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
When he gets in melee range of Tennis, I'm going to shoot him.
I mean, you're making some big assumptions there about how these guys are going to attack you. Which is
I mean,
interesting.
yeah, they could be ranged. It's more. I think my plan is to get height advantage. I don't. Is that a thing in here? Oh no, that's a feat, isn't it? To get plus on when you're high up on a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's second story work, is it? I think it's one of the rogue thingies. I think, or I might be misremembering that. It's been
I
a
think
while
second
since I played
story
it.
work. I think second
Yeah.
story work is you can climb up things without
Right, that's
using
it.
extra movement.
That sounds like a skill the 3 kobolds would make up when one's on top of the other.
Yeah, I think there's a feat where you get extra damage if you're on high ground or something. Maybe it's more of a ranger thing than rogue.
There we go. Second story work. You gain the ability to climb faster than normal. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement.
Yeah.
Cool.
So maybe climbing up the building isn't a big thing, but it might give me a chance to hide if I hide behind the tiles or something. I mean, I can always go the Colonel Sabbating route and just go to a dead body and hide underneath it.
Yeah, pull out another dead body that you used to hide behind out of your bag of holding.
Can I hide behind Grom?
Oh, Grom! I forgot to put Grom there.
I forgot about Grom, yeah.
Let's put Grom there.
I can't forget about Grom. I forgot about him once. I won't forget about him again. We were trying to be sneaky on the way in, talking to the guy outside. And then it's like, I don't think they recognised us. And then look to Grom. Shit, I think they know who he is. He's like the mascot of the Vow.
Yeah. Yeah, he very much takes the approach to stealth of, you didn't see me. Believe me, you didn't. And
Yeah,
people, I'm reasonably convinced they didn't, but they did. Awesome. So, just so that I know, like after this combat, the plan is Rosh notice board for you guys, and Governor and sorting out Tauchi 2 for you guys.
Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that Babs is going to be receptive of conversation from Faust now. Maybe. I don't know. I think we probably need to give it another bash, but really, we gotta get going.
I think you've screwed it up royally.
You did punch a hole through.
I think. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you can be really amenable with for the right kind of artifact, or if you bring us something nice, you might be. You never know.
I can give you Dawkins' ring.
I was going to say the skull, but
yeah, I think she'd be more like, if you give her a bucket of fish heads, she'd probably be like,
yeah, the rare fish heads. I think you guys need to be on a boat by like lunch, the following day. Like need to get to like the hammer pretty fast.
Yeah, I think this event is probably going to summon kind of a bit more urgency in our actions. As
so we're
being attacked by some undead people when we were aware that is what Praxis.
We've synced up in terms of many eyes.
Yes.
We've synced up in terms of time. Anyway, at least we're at the same point. It's how quickly does shit go downhill though?
Yeah, I can also use my criminal contact thing to maybe leave a messenger at the docks and with what's going on. To relay a message of what's going on to the party when they arrive.
Oh, I just had a thought. If we can decode messages for the Veil, we could also leave messages for the Veil.
Ah.
All it's going to cost you is £7.99 from Amazon.
Exactly. And because of the format of the messages, the Kindle version will not work. It has to be paperback. So.
All right, send us the link.
There you go. Great.
The first message will, after decoded, will be Rick is a big dick.
You spelled has wrong.
Spread some misinformation.
So, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the consequences of the number of things that you've done. At least 2 of them I am 100% convinced you'll forget about. 100%.
Probably, yeah. I think I probably ought to have forgotten them
Ferryman.
What
Oh,
what have we forgotten about?
Well, this
A lot.
is why I never do the recap for you guys. I'm always interested into what has been lost to time.
What hang on. So who's which party's forgotten stuff? Me and Ollie, or these
Oh, both probably.
All of us, like
there's-
ever since the
there's-
first one, we've
there's-
forgotten shit.
There's the elks, the elk outside the hammer, just fucking wandering around. Devin heading to Hampton Burl, we assume. There's, that's a potential kind of connection there. I don't know. There's loads.
There's also that on our way to the hammer, originally we ran into the knights on the horses that had the symbol of the eye of the veil on their chest. We didn't know what that was at the time. And what was his name? It was a pun. I can't remember. It's in my notes somewhere. But yeah,
The
I remember
underground
that.
trade route between the cities.
Yeah. We killed the drow, didn't we? So they're not about anymore for now.
The
That
snake
one,
lady.
anyway.
The snake lady. That Tauchi. That tried to accost Tauchi in the pub.
Oh yeah, her.
The wizard is dead. But then there was
Yeah.
the other wizard who was really useful. That was a bit crazy, but useful. The one that basically showed us a glimpse of the past
Yeah.
and what happened with the hammer and the fight. There's that dude. There's fucking loads.
There's two bits of important loot that I have evidence that you guys forgot about in recent times. Which
Well, actually,
amuses
it's
me
still on our person.
Oh yeah.
The black head of the Black Riders was called Crispin.
That's it, Crispin.
That was on the 14th of December.
Yep.
Necklace
Yeah, we
of
did
Lady
this one for a
Hallwinter, maybe?
I know
Oh, it's in
I've
Fal's
got,
position.
That's on my
I've
neck.
still got the orb thing.
Ooh, the Praxis walkie-talkie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still have that. You could probably track me now. I'm in.
probably.
It's probably knows. That's probably knows how we send these guys here.
It's just going. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Sorry to interject. I'm just looking at. So in 2 sessions' time, this campaign would have been running for 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Well, we're on session 24, I think.
No idea.
Well, hopefully you guys are still enjoying it.
Yeah.
Nah, shit. I want to stop.
I mean,
Well, tough. I don't let players stop.
Jokes.
I will turn up to your house.
Oh, please do. I'd rather do it. I really enjoyed
I
the
see-
in-person one.
Now I know that you have all of those dice.
Yeah, we need to do it again.
Sad times.
thoroughly invested.
I got
Anyone-
dice and they've not even been rolled.
Yeah.
Assuming
What about the thing I mentioned in WhatsApp a couple of weeks ago?
The UK Games Expo.
Yeah, if
That's on the first.
anyone's available.
I might be able to pop into that.
Because they have tables to rent. You can just, or not rent, just turn up and play games. They have a hall set aside for just empty tables for you to just play tabletop games.
I need to check on my diary, but I might be able to turn up to that.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
only
that'd be
hesitation is I think that's what I went to last year and it was so fucking busy.
Yeah, it will be busy.
Although there was another issue there, but that's not a problem now.
what is? I'm trying to wrap my brains in terms of the other items because it's not the. Is it something that's in that you can see it in D20, or is this something that has been picked up that is just forgotten about?
If if you guys don't add things to your inventory when I say add this to your inventory. Let me I'll just have a quick look to see if it's in. Just for my own.
The person who supposedly has it. And this is why you gotta keep. That's why you gotta kill your character off and get new ones. You can just like start on a fresh slate. You don't have the items to track anymore.
Oh, I've got something that I forgot about. I've got some of the. I've got a water skin of Smoky Despair.
Yeah, so did Dovkin.
That was it.
I
nicked
just
it
never
from
had a
him.
chance to use it. Oh right, okay. Yeah, he had like no. I couldn't find a time to use it.
You did not add the thing to your inventory.
Denos?
Yeah.
It could have been me because I'm terrible. Oh, it was Tenos.
I
Oh,
think it was. I'm fairly sure it's Tenos who has this.
What's the thing?
Polymorph one? Yeah.
Oh, that's a big thing. Why the fuck have you not added
oh yeah.
that?
We've got that
I-
stored in our back
Yeah,
mind. We're waiting for you to forget about it.
I tried to use it last time and I couldn't.
Oh yeah, we were
And
gonna
so,
we were
yeah,
gonna polymorph.
just get rid of
We were
that.
gonna polymorph power word kill, weren't we?
You
Yeah.
got power kill and polymorph one. I mean,
Is
all
it
right.
power kill or is
So
it power word death? I don't remember.
I didn't actually add it. I mean, I attuned to it on the cart, so I am aware of it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you had a very long debate about like how to sneak things in and all of that stuff, I was thinking they're definitely just going to start turning stuff into mice. Be really easy to sneak them in, but
Wait, hang on. So wait, what? So I thought the polymorph one is like it has X number of charges and you can't control what you turn them into, but you can turn them into.
Your charges will reset after like a long rest. You like roll a dice to see how many charges you get back, and then like if you have a nat one, it breaks or something like that.
yeah, I put all of the info in the chat.
Right.
Um,
That isn't.
Yeah, the spell transforms a creature with at least one hit point into a new form.
But you can decide the form.
there's restrictions on. I think there's restrictions on challenge rating or size, one of the two. I can't remember which.
And potentially, when we first confronted those bandits and that dude came close to me, I could have been like, "Shazam! You're now like a rat."
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Or we need to get these giant elk into the city.
Can you undo polymorph with spell magic?
Just
Or is it only
knock
when the
it
hit
out.
points drop to 0?
As I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to start second guessing what you could have done.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
So I was just looking at our handouts. What's the Whisperwind Scepter? I don't remember that.
That's mine, baby. That's the is that the scary or is that the ghostly piece? Oh no, that's the
Illusions or manipulate sound.
that one and that one.
Okay.
See, I'm a good boy. I've added it to my books.
I think next session I'm going to start putting together some AI generated music, some songs to.
Oh my God.
narrate this. I'm surprised that
Have
hasn't
you-
come out in the recaps yet. So I'm just hitting play.
Have you used Suno?
That
Is that the one you put in the chat the other week?
It's not the one. It's better than the one I linked. It proper does like full songs. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking insane. Literally like a minute and a half. Songs.
I'm also thinking about it. Faust could have just been like power Death Touchy.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Could have.
I could have done
Oh
that, couldn't
shit!
I?
Shouldn't have said that.
No, we need to save that for like some really big bad
But
that Rick's gonna throw at
there's
us.
a hit point limit on it.
Yes. Why we
100,
need
isn't it?
we can't do it without Tenos because he has the polymorph wand. That's the whole
Well,
thing. We polymorph them and then
that
power would kill them.
yeah.
But does that?
That
Yeah,
doesn't.
because it disintegrates them, doesn't it? They
Hang
don't.
on.
They die if they hit 0.
Yeah.
They just so usually when polymorph hits 0, they turn back into what they were previously. But I think with powered kill, they'll just die outright. I'm assuming
They'll
anyway. I
turn.
don't know
They'll
if
turn
that's
back
true.
into the thing they were, but they'll be a dead thing of what they were.
Is that how it works? I thought it
think
was like
if you-
Druid.
Hang on.
I thought it was like how Druids work. How if they get 0, they just go back to what they were at before.
I feel like this is very, very conditional to the environment in which it's cast and who it's cast on, based on
Yeah.
Rick's expression. So I can't imagine a beholder polymorph going too well.
Am I able to find a portable hole to put in my bag of holding and throw out a Fraxus Raxus?
Yeah, just throw just a black hole, just a
Yeah.
singularity into the holder.
Fix everything in a 5-foot radius.
I mean, every single one of these things are things that you can definitely try.
Yep. They'll probably fail, but you can try them.
You can absolutely try, and I will have a lot of fun with you trying. I'm going to hit stop on record now.